Do you ever get tangled up with which pencil to pick up? I've got a whole pile here and each one of them's got a different set of numbers and letters on them. Let me explain to you what all of that means. Just hold on a second, let me just see if I can untangle myself. So I've got a bit of a nest of pencils here, hold on a second. So the deal is that there's numbers and letters on these pencils. The one that you're probably most familiar with is the HB. So you've probably come across an HB pencil before. There we go, HB. So there's some different hardnesses for each of these pencils. So the letter H means hard pencil, hard lead. So I'm just pressing just very kind of medium sort of pressure on this pencil and doing a bit of shading, and it does quite a nice bit of darkness. I can press quite firmly at the other end just with a bit of light pressure and get that sort of dark grey there. So that's the HB. That's a really common one that you see in most offices, HB. Now HB is kind of in the middle of the range, and H is for hardness and B is for blackness. So it goes off in the two different directions. So if you go for a, let me just see what I've got here. I've got a whole box full here. There's an H. There's a plain H pencil. So if I do this sort of vaguely similar sort of pressure, it's a little bit paler. If I try and do quite firm-ish pressure, about the same pressure as I was doing there, it's a bit harder to get that real blackness on the paper there. So it's a greyer, it's sort of paler. So H stands for hardness, which is the paler grey. B stands for blackness. If we go one notch to the right of HB, we'll find a B pencil. So here is B. So if I do a gentle sort of pressure, I get quite a dark mark without doing too much pressure at all. But when I just try and put a little bit of extra pressure on, it becomes much darker, much more easily. So I put the B. B is blackness. So we can go all the way through. I've got in this box of, it's a box set of pencils. I've got, it goes B and then 2B, 2B or not 2B. There's 2B here. Now you're probably wondering why on earth would you, I'm really conscious of the pressure that I'm putting on. So this is quite a light pressure and it's making a really nice black mark. If I try and put a little bit of extra pressure on up here, then it goes black really, really easily. So this one is H, just one level of hardness. Now we're going to go to 2H, and do just kind of a gentle, medium sort of pressure, and then try and go a bit firmer, and it's quite hard to get the blackness with that one. Then we go, you can jump through all, we don't have to do every single one of these. It goes 3B, 4B, let's try 4B. Even when I'm writing, I can already feel that it's much softer and the lead will wear down a lot quicker. So if I just do gentle pressure, I straight away get to this lovely dark colour. It's beautiful to start using some of these really soft pencils. You'll find you have to sharpen them quite often because they go blunt really quickly. Little bit of pressure up here and you can see it's getting to be really black with the same sort of pressure as what I've been using before, but the pencil's making it much blacker. So then it goes 5B, 6B, 7B, 8B. So let's just do a 6B. Here's a 6B. This one's already been used a bit and it's been blunted a fair bit. So very softly, gets quite a nice dark mark, and when I put a bit of extra pressure on it, you can see it becomes black really easily. So that's my 6B, goes all the way up to 8B in this set. 8B, softness or blackness. So I do just a gentle mark here, covers it really easily, and then a little bit of pressure on here without any effort at all. It goes really nice and black. So when you go for these really, really soft ones, you can get quite a dark black line if you want to, and then graduate it out really easily all the way through to soft. So it does a beautiful job, these softer pencils. But it means that you've got to sharpen them really often because they just go blunt in no time at all because they're so soft in the graphite lead there. And then up on the hard end, we've got the 2H. There's another one that goes another notch further. So we've got H means hardness. B is for blackness. And there's another letter that you might find on some of these pencils. It's the letter F. The letter F. F means that you can sharpen it to a very fine point. Now what that means is that it's really, really a hard lead. So if we do this soft mark down here and then put a bit of pressure on it, the firmness of the graphite is such that you can sharpen it to a really fine point. Now, I often find that an F pencil is even harder than those ones, but you might want to experiment yourself and see what you feel about that one. I hardly ever come across that one. Thanks for watching.